going to show you how I took a plow from this truck and then I converted it to fit my skid steer. Angle plow works. It's a charm. Check it out. Like that. This plow needs to go into that skid steer. I got some ideas. Got my bob attach plate. Here's the plow mount that came off the truck. Need a lever to come up and down. And going up and down, we'll grab this chain, right? And this will pick the plow up and down, just like it would on a truck. I have to have a piece come off the top here, gusset it, and then the curling action of the bucket will be my lever to raise and lower the plow. All right, I guess I'm gonna start cutting a few things. At least he's not watching me weld. Here I am again, changing my mind partway through this. I was going to make this piece removable, but I don't think I'm going to now because I'm swinging at it with a hammer, and I still have quite a bit to go until these pins line up. I forgot how terrible this thing's get on and off. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to weld it in place just how it is because it stopped wanting to go with the hammer. I'm going to weld a flat piece across here. Okay, so this is going to be my gusset support. And then this is the old piece that was part of the pump that went up and down. And we're going to mount that right on top of that. And that should put me about where I need to be for the chain to keep everything from binding. I found this piece of angle out in the driveway and it seems like that's going to work pretty good. Alright, so I'm missing a foot here, or a shoe, whatever you want to call it. So I gotta get one of those. I need to get hydraulic lines to cross over from this up to those fittings up here. So I got some new lines made up for my plow. I'm going to remove the old ones. This side has already been removed. This side's still on here. But both these lines, this goes into the bottom, and this is going to go up to the top to a quick connect. But the issue being, I don't have a quick connect coupler for either side. When I was at the hydraulic shop getting these lines made, 2 lines cost me like 140 bucks, which kind of sucked. But the couplers they had were like $100-something a pop. And I'm way too broke to be affording things like that. If I had that kind of money, there'd be concrete in this garage by now. So anyway, it's gonna snow tonight. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rig this together for now. I'm just gonna remove the old lines and I'm gonna cap off right where this T is. So these should be full of fluid. So I got some caps at the hardware store. All I had was one galvanized and one brass. So gonna kind of wing it here. I'm like $1 late and a day short on everything. Oh, snow dog. Alright, well, that's like, I don't know, maybe 2 inches of snow. It's kind of fluffy. You know, like a foot or two would be pretty cool, I guess. New sticker on the truck. Sorry, distracted. I never got another cap. This brass one is too small. The package even says it's a 1/4 inch. So, yeah, it wasn't. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the old hydraulic line back on. This cylinder won't be able to move any fluid. It'll hold it still. This one will move a little bit because there's a little bit of air in there in the line. But shouldn't be able to push fluid out this fitting. Should be good. I'm gonna screw that on, zip tied out of the way, and set some cameras up. Alright, so the plow started moving around. I don't think I had that on top. Something leaked in here. I don't know. I'm not worried about it. It's only as complicated as you allow it to be. I grabbed this ratchet, threw it in this hole. It's against this and locked down on the other side of this. And it's in there pretty good, so we'll see if that works. Okay, the ratchet came out right away. I think I have it on the other camera. This one worked. This one was capped off and it worked. I think I just didn't have that line screwed on enough or whatever's leaking, I don't know. So what happened was the plow would never fully articulate this way because there's still enough fluid in the cylinder. But it was a very good test. I'm happy with it. The skid steer had plenty of power. It didn't even mind. It wasn't slipping around or sliding. So I'm pretty happy. So everything's dry. It seems to be working. and this was like 4 inches of snow, and then rain came and it went down like 2 inches of snow, and it has stopped snowing about 30 hours before I got to this. I'm sure you can hear the wind. I know it's windy. It's pretty cold last night, everything froze up, but furthermore, I did take the plow feet off and, you know, played around with scraping it without the plow feet, but it didn't really seem to make much of a difference. This bottom layer was already kind of iced over. The ground's cold. So I went ahead and I welded some D-rings onto this thing, each side. I also put a hitch receiver, just takes around the, you know, ball hitch. It's kind of a little bit wonky because the hitch is way behind all this stuff, but I measured it, it should work. The other thing I did was I put these caps, which they were just really big washers. I doubled up 2 washers and welded these caps shut so we don't have rain in there. The only thing left to do is paint it. It's not going to happen right now because it's still cold out, so I'll have to wait till spring. You know, I was going to end the video off by welding these rings on. At least it's nice and light. You get a good view of this thing, actually. That's kind of cool. We're going to test these out down over the driveway. My truck sits, and it's got a little bit smashed up on a weld casing. So I'm going to warm her up here for a minute. And I'm going to run it down and yank the truck out. As you can see, the old Dodge is a little off the driveway there. It's seen some better days. Always been a pretty minty truck. Now she just has another little battle scar, I guess, here, because there's a weld casing. I own this weld, so it's all cool. I don't really care, but smashed the cab corner. The bed's kind of all smashed, and I'll show you when we get it out. It's a little bit more apparent. But anyway, so we can get it out of here. So again, just welded those D-rings on there, test them out. Got a chain here. Gonna put all this to the bumper, and then it's all ice here, so wish me luck. I'm trying to yank it out. Made that look easy. Look at this. This is where it's really icy. It's solid ice under the snow, but it's gonna melt off in like 2 days. We're gonna get like 3-4 days of nice weather. We're gonna melt this whole thing off. So I'm done dealing with it. So there's the extent of the damage. Well, let's see. Yep, you can see it's bent in. And then this cab corner, she got a little smash. Here's actually the drain hole. This was the bottom. Right here. It's all it did was just like ship. But no, I mean, I'm not gonna fix that. Maybe there's something on there. It's pour 15 after it warms up a little bit here, and make sure that don't rust. That's about all I'm gonna do. Well, there we are. Plow hooked back up, ready for the next snow, if and when. D-rings for the wind. Worked out, welds held. Got the truck out a little bit of a pickle there, and yeah, I guess I'm pretty happy. I mean, the truck's a little boogered up, but yeah, it's whatever. At least I don't have like vehicle payments and stuff.
The main issue isn't really the ice on the driveway. The issue is the open differential. With an open differential, only one wheel gets power from the driveline. Now, which wheel receives the power is determined by the path of least resistance. So check this out. I can have half of my driveway ice and the other half can be dry, and every time the wheel in the ice will receive the power and start spinning. Open differentials are basically junk. Now if I had a limited slip differential, it would make up the driveway easily. With a limited slip, both wheels receive power when there is a big difference in wheel speed between the two wheels. The reason that both wheels cannot be powered at all times is because when making a turn, one wheel is turning faster than the other. If both wheels were locked at all times, such as a welded differential like in my Jeep, the back end would hop around turns. It's a shame that trucks don't come standard with a limited slip, because with an open diff, the vehicle is useless off pavement. All these government regulations, but yet your vehicle gets stuck in a wet yard? Well, maybe someday I'll get wealthy enough to buy a limited slip for my truck. I might have to create the new hottest crypto dog coin, or maybe I'll even sell NFTs of Murphy. Then I can solve one of my thousands of struggles. Till then, I'll be yanking my truck around with the Bobcat.